hello. I thought I'd check in today. I failed so miserably yesterday, and I had to ask myself, was yesterday a cheat or a treat? It was a cheat. It wasn't a treat, because a treat is like Friday night when I went out with Jim. We went out to dinner. It wasn't planned. It was just totally unexpected. Jim was going away, and he wanted to go on a date night. We went out to dinner. We had a really good time. That was a treat. It really was a treat. Yesterday when I stopped for that pizza, well, I had the pizza from the night before, but when I stopped for the pop and the cupcakes, I knew that was a cheat. I knew it was a cheat. And I have to change my mindset. It really, all of this weight loss is, I would say, 95% of it is your mind. It's the other 5% is just working on, eating right, exercising. That comes easy if you have the right mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, you might as well flip those odds, because it's 95% against you of making it, and only 5% chance that you're going to do it if you don't have the right mindset. With that being said, a study has shown that 95%, and maybe that's why I picked that particular number, maybe it was ingrained in my mind, but 95% of people who lose weight gain it back within 5 years. And I know that's true. I just know that's true because I see this picture, and let me get this picture for you here, if I can get it off. When I took this picture, I had lost 75 pounds. This was with my mom. I had lost 75 pounds. And I still had a ways to go, but I gave up. I changed my mindset, and I went crazy and started eating, and I gained all the 75 back and more than that. So I find that to be a true statement. You have to think, when yourself, are you the only one that has a cheat day? And you're not. There's a lot of people out there that have cheat days. If you want to just take a look and see, go on #cheatdays on Instagram, and you'll see probably thousands of stories of people that have had what they call a cheat day. And then really look at them and see, is it paying off for them? Some of them, it might have been paying off a cheat day for them, but I would say that the majority of them are still overweight. And you just have to know the difference between a cheat day and a treat day. Having a cheat day is like feeling like you have the feeling that you're depriving yourself. So you think, I'm depriving myself. Like yesterday, I thought, I'm depriving myself of pop and cupcakes, and so I'm going to go and have some pop and cupcakes. I didn't have the right mentality when I bought them. I could have said as a treat, I could have said, you know what, I think I'm going to buy these cupcakes, and I think that tonight for dinner, I'm going to have one of the cupcakes, because they come in a package of 2. I could have bought the cupcakes and forgot about the pop. Just, like I should have just been satisfied with the cupcakes and said, I'm going to buy the cupcakes, and for dinner, for dessert, I'm going to have one of these cupcakes. And then I'd have the whole day to look forward to that cupcake, and then I really would have enjoyed it. But when I got home, and no, I just wolfed it down, and it tasted good. It had a good memory for me, because it was a good memory of how good it really tastes to me. But in the long run, it didn't help me. It didn't really satisfy that little itch that I had. And you just have to remember that it's a long journey. It's a long adventure. It's a long road. Whatever you want to say, it's a long time getting there. Even if you're like within 5 pounds of your goal, I think you're going to find that that's the longest and the hardest time you're going to have trying to lose that last 5 pounds. Even people that are only 5 pounds overweight, like a heavy person can go on a diet and they can probably lose between 5 and 10 pounds the first week. And that's not really a true weight loss. That's just a sodium gain. If you're truly only 5 pounds overweight and you go on a diet, let's say, I hate to say that word, but let's just say you're only 5 pounds overweight and you try to go on a diet, it's going to take you a long time to lose that 5 pounds, because you're so close to your goal, and your body just wants to hang on to that 5 pounds. You just have to remember, don't get discouraged. And I think I was discouraged yesterday. I was lonely, I was bored, I was aggravated. I had all of those things, but and I chose food, and that's no substitute. It really is no substitute. But there's a myth going around that a cheat day steps up your metabolism, but that's simply not true. It might jerk it up a little bit for that one meal, but it's so slight that you really don't notice it. And I know that sometimes I know I had like such a big gain the week before, but such a big loss on Saturday. And it really, truly, well, a good portion of it was that not a good portion, but a portion of it was because I really watched my meals. I tracked. I was aware of what I was doing. I exercised. I did all of the right things. But I would say a good majority of that weight loss was just for the fact that I had a heavy meal the night before I weighed in. And I did have my medication that took the excess water off my body. And I think that part of that was the reason that I thought this week, in my mind, because your mind is a very powerful tool. I would think that your mind is the most powerful tool that you have at your disposal. It helps you so much more, and it hurts you so much more than any other tool you can have. You can have all the scales, measuring cups, measuring spoons, trainers, diets, chefs. You can have all of that going for you. But if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to lose the weight, and you're just not. You just have to know that you have to work at it. If you really, really want to boost your metabolism, you have to exercise. Nobody likes to hear that word exercise, but it's true. I know it's calorie in, calories out, and if you eat less calories, you'll burn, you'll burn more calories, as far as, not burn more calories, but you'll lose more weight because you're eating less calories. But your body kind of goes into a starvation mode then if you're just eating and not exercising. They think, oh, they're starving, we have to slow down. And your metabolism truly does slow down at that point because it's conserving energy, because it needs to still send nutrients to all your different muscles and bones and tissues and organs and all of that stuff. So you really do need to eat and exercise. A lot of you have, I know, because I read it in the comments, you have bad knees, you have bad legs, you have bad backs. Some of you just can't walk. I understand that completely. I really do. But you can go on YouTube and find like chair exercises, things that you can do sitting in a chair. There are so many different things that you can do. You can lift, like just weights. I don't even have a weight. It's an imaginary weight. But you can lift weights, and even if you don't have weights, you can get some cans. Get some cans of vegetables or soups or something. Put them in a bag and just use that. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do. There's really no excuses. There really isn't. And a lot of times when you eat a restricted diet, you become jealous of people that can just eat anything they want. And then you binge more. You really do, because every one of us has that one friend who can eat whatever they want and they never gain weight. I have a friend that if you go to Taco Bell, she probably weighs like 100 pounds soaking wet. She can eat me under the table and she doesn't gain a pound. That's her metabolism. She was just born with a great metabolism. Unfortunately, I was not born with that metabolism, so I have to learn to adjust. I can be jealous of the fact that she can eat whatever she wants, but how is that going to help me if I binge? I'm just going to gain more weight, and that's not going to work. It's just not going to work. And when you're faced with a temptation, let's say, like my cupcakes, I could have said, like when you say, I can't eat cupcakes, I can't eat them anymore, you don't have the right mentality. Whereas if you say, I don't want those cupcakes because I really don't want them, that you're changing your type of thinking, so that if I really wanted that cupcake, I could have bought it, like I said, and had it as a dessert, something to look forward to later in the day. And I could have thought, I have those cupcakes in there. I'm really looking forward to having a cupcake today. And you know what? I think I'm going to have the other cupcake tomorrow. That doesn't mean that just because you ate the one cupcake, you got to throw the other cupcake away. You can even put it in the freezer, which we know I still eat stuff frozen, so that doesn't make a difference for me. But it's another thing I can look forward to. And it's not like I'm saying I can't have that cupcake. It's just like I want that cupcake and I can have that cupcake. It's not like I can't have it. It's not on my diet. It's a lot of points. I think a cupcake was 12 points. But do you really want it well enough that you can say, you know what, I want that cupcake. I'm going to figure the 12 points in. I'll just eat a lighter meal so I can have that cupcake. You can have it. Don't ever deprive yourself, because as soon as you deprive yourself, then it becomes a cheat. And then you're not gonna really enjoy it. I like the cupcake, I like the pop, but the truth be told, I didn't really enjoy it as much as if it would have been something I would have looked forward to. And you have to always remember, in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle or to lose weight and keep it off, you need some spontaneity, I can never say that word, spontaneity, you know what I mean, in your life. You need to really look forward to having something, and not as it's going to be a cheat or a treat, And not like you say, well, on Saturday I can eat those cupcakes, I can eat whatever I want. No, eat it today if that's what you really want. Don't wait until Saturday and say, well, you know, I weighed in today, I had a loss, I don't have to weigh again for another week, I can eat what I want. That is my weekend mentality. And I know that's my mentality. It's something I'm working on. It'll be 2 years in December and I'm still working on it. But I haven't given up. I haven't given up because I know that it's something I can overcome. It's going to take me a little bit longer. I know that, but I'm not willing to give up on myself, because if I just give up on myself, then how would I expect other people not to give up on me too? Because if you can't put your best foot forward for yourself, why would you expect other people to come along and pick you up and help you along? And you have to remember, and this is not something new, this is not some big bulletin that you're going to hear on the news, it's not some big headline you're going to read in the newspaper, but losing weight is hard. We all know it. Keeping it off is even harder. It's so much harder to keep it off. That's why they say that 95% of the people gain it back. Sometimes we just push ourselves too hard because we want to see success too fast and we're not willing to wait. I really do think that if somebody would have gave me a magic pill and I could have taken that pill and I would have been at my perfect weight, I wouldn't have stayed there, because I didn't learn the things I could do along the way. Things that are going to like help me know that I can have that piece of cake, I can have that ice cream, I can have that celebration, I can fit it into my lifestyle, and I know that this is something that I can do for the rest of my life. I just know that, and I know it's going to take me a while. Someone had asked me at the meeting yesterday how much weight I had lost, and I said that my best loss, I had lost 77 pounds. And they go, oh my gosh, how long did that take you? And I said, it'll be 2 years in December. And they went, oh. And I'm thinking, no, even though it's taken me 2 years, I know that if I wouldn't have gone to Weight Watchers 2 years ago on December 31st, 2016, if I would not have gone to Weight Watchers at that point when I weighed 304.2, that today I probably would weigh close to 400 pounds. Because the heavier you are, the faster the weight goes on, and the easier it is to keep going up, because you just kind of get resigned to the fact. Once I was over 200 pounds, I thought, oh, you know, whatever. I'm never going to be under 200 again. And then when I hit 250, I thought, oh, you know, I'm never going to, 250, whatever. And then I hit 300. And I was all the way up to 310 pounds. I was well on my way to 350 pounds. And I just thought, no, this is it. I'm done. I'm done doing this. I'm getting off this roller coaster. It's just not working for me. I just need to go off the roller coaster, off the merry-go-round, going around and around and around and around. I wanted a roller coaster where I'm going to have some ups and downs, but I'm going to get up to the top and I'm going to really like it, and then I'm going to fall down and I'm going to dust myself off, brush myself off, and then start all over again and go back up that hill again. And you'll never see me stop. You're never going to see me stop, because I have every intention of reaching my goal no matter what it is. So you always have to ask yourself, the difference you have to ask yourself is, am I living a program or am I living my life? At some point, we will all get to our goal. I'm going to get to my goal at some point. I don't know when it is. I don't know how long it'll be, but I have no doubt I will hit my goal. But in the meantime, I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to live a program. And I've told you that. I live my life, and I live my life every day. I have stumbles along the way. I fall. I make poor choices. That's who I am. That's who I'm always going to be to the day I die. But I learn from my mistakes, and I learn how to move on and just to forget about yesterday. You can always change the past if you learn from history. They always tell you you have to learn from history. You can't change so much the future as much as you'd like. You can change this very moment right now, and you can hope that it's going to lead to a better future for you. And it will lead to a better future if you make the right choices and you learn from the past. Hopefully that'll help you to know the difference between a cheat or a treat. A cheat is something that you take just because you just want to have it. And a treat is something that you look forward to, plan it into your day, plan it into your meals, and really, truly enjoy it with no guilt. If you don't have guilt when you eat it, then that's a treat. But if you have the least tiniest little bit of a guilt, that's a cheat. Okay, give this video a like. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share it if you think somebody might like it. So I'll talk to you guys on my daily vlog. Check me out tonight. I wore this shirt today. I've got your back, because I thought I'd talk about friends. I have Lots of friends in my life. I hope all of you consider me a friend because I consider you a friend.